In this video, we are going to learn about cyclic codes. This is Sri Devi, Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. So, on completion of this video lecture, the students will be able to understand the basic concepts of cyclic codes. So, basis of cyclic codes are in coding theory. A cyclic code is a block code, whereas the circular shift of each code word gives another code word. That is the property of cyclic code. And another one property of this code is there are error correcting codes that have algebraic properties that are convenient for efficient error detection and correction. So, cyclic codes are basically a subclass of linear block codes. Cyclic codes can be in a systematic or non-systematic form. So, if it is represented as message bits after followed by check bits, then that is called a systematic code, and if it is represented as message bit and check bits both are in a mixed way, then that is called as non-systematic way. So, in systematic form, check bits are calculated separately, and the code vector is x is equal to m combined with c form, where m is the message bits and c represents the check bits. So, the definition of cyclic codes are linear code or linear block code, which is said to be a cyclic code if every cyclic shift property of a code produces another code vector. Cyclic codes form subclasses of linear block codes, and the advantage of cyclic codes are these codes are mostly used codes than any other codes, and they are very easy to encode. The cyclic codes possess well-defined mathematical structure because some polynomials are using here, and which has some development of very efficient decoding schemes. A binary code, we can tell that binary code is a cyclic code when the condition that is the two properties, linearity property and cyclic properties, are satisfied. So, when these two properties are satisfied, we can tell this code is said to be a cyclic code. Linearity properties are that tells us the sum of any two code words is the code word. Cyclic properties tells that the cyclic shift of a code word is also another code word. If you give one cyclic shift to any code word, then after cyclic shift, that final code word produces a proper code word, then that is called a cyclic property. So, to know that the properties of cyclic shift, we are concluding that these bits that is known as, considering the code word x is equal to xn minus 1, xn minus 2, etc. up to x1 and x0. That is, or otherwise we can tell c is equal to c1, c2, etc., c3, etc. up to cn minus 1. Then after cyclic shift, what will happen is this c1 will be the position of next one c2, and c2 will be the position of c3, and c3 will be the position of c4, etc. up to cn minus 1 is the position of cn minus 2, and cn minus 1 will be the first position. So, c power right shift will be initially the cn minus 1 will be the first one, followed by c1, c2, c3, etc. up to last bit. And c1 means again another one shift is given, that is cn minus 1 will be the occupying the c1 position, cn minus 2 is occupying cn minus 1 position, etc. up to final cn minus 3 will be the final code. So, that is called a cyclic shift property. After making cyclic shift, if you are getting a proper code word, then it is called a cyclic code. So, we have to represent the cyclic codes in a polynomial. So, the polynomial representation is used for the important reason, which is called as because of the algebraic codes. Hence, algebraic operations such as addition, multiplication, division, subtractions, that is very simple in polynomial, and positions of the bits are represented with the help of powers of p in a polynomial. So, basically cyclic code is a subclass of linear block code, and it is said to be cyclic code if it satisfies two properties, which is known as linearity property and cyclic property. Linearity property tells whenever a addition of two code words produces the sum of these two code words produces another code, then that is called as linearity property. And cyclic shift property means one shift produces another proper code word, then is called as cyclic property. Now we have one quiz question based upon cyclic codes. The cyclic codes are designed using one is shift registers with feedback, shift registers without feedback, flip-flops, none of the above mentioned. So correct answer is shift registers with feedback. So cyclic codes are subclasses of linear block codes and it is designed using feedback shift registers. So option A is the correct answer. Thank you.